Hello, everyone. I don't know what time you're joining me, so I don't know whether to say good evening and sleep with the angels, or good morning, or good afternoon. But this is your reading for Wednesday, March 12th, 2025. And as always, my intention is to have 3 cards that could be most helpful for the day and the night, for this 24-hour period. Ooh, okay, we have the Page of Pentacles upright, we have the Wheel of Fortune upright, and we have the Seven of Cups all upright. Okay, that's good. Well, it is what it is. It doesn't really matter. We can always work with it. So our theme for the day is a Wheel of Fortune, which is fantastic for exercising your free will. It's our card for making changes. It's our card for life cycles. And like I said, exercising your free will, which creates your life experience, your destiny. It's a card that usually relates to a turning point. So, and it is ruled by Jupiter, so, you know, that is expansion. So we're expanding into what? Well, with the Page of Pentacles, we are learning something new. Messages are coming through about maybe studies, maybe ways to be more efficient, maybe about financial opportunities, maybe about a new job. And that's a really good thing. It's usually, you know, messages about money or just the practical matters of life. And then, so that's a really good card for the morning. And then if this is the theme for the day, it's about opening up, just continuing to open up. You know, take care of your studies, take care of all the practical, you know, things to bring in more and more wisdom. And then remember, with the Seven of Cups, that you always have choices. And you can go towards the big house, the bling, the fame, the power, the sexiness, this person that you might want. But none of that is going to bring you happiness. The only thing that will ever bring any of us happiness is to get under the veil of illusion about so much about material reality and understand who you truly are. And it could be fun, though, to have a big house and to buy some jewelry or to, you know, do whatever you want. I have no judgment. It's all just a part of life experience, but I'm just here to remind you that you can have all those wonderful things, but if you don't know who you truly are on the deeper levels without all of the things, then you won't be happy. So life will always afford you those opportunities to just keep cycling around, to keep trying to figure out, you know, what brings real happiness. So, okay, that's pretty good for the tarot today. And then here's the astrology. You can see we're starting out the day with the moon in Virgo. And then, well, it depends on what time you're joining me. It's going to be in Virgo unless you're catching this late, because I always release the videos. I have them scheduled to be released on at midnight. So sometimes some of you, I think I can tell by your comments, especially Cindy. Hey, Cindy, Cindy Loomis, Torvey. She tends to stay up late and get a lot of work done, and so if you're doing that today, honey, the moon will be in Leo, of course. So that can bring in a lot of energy. Now, but waking up, I would say anywhere between 2, probably 2 a.m. Pacific time, would put you at anywhere, 0 degree, 1 degree, 2 degrees, whatever, in Virgo. So Virgo brings us the energy of making decisions that are very practical. We're learning something. We're laying a new foundation of whatever, 0 to 10 degrees. We're laying the foundation of something new that we're practically, we're working on. It can be a project. It can be going back and forth trying to figure out what you really want to do. And then with the opposition to Ceres, it's going to have to do with, being more sensitive to what you want to protect in your life. Because Ceres is all about protection and loyalty to not only ourselves, our loved ones, but also to our fur babies and any other critters. Also to food supplies, and that's especially the case with the Sun and Saturn still connected. Now Saturn's on the other side of the Sun, but the spotlight is still, there's still a lot of shining, a lot of enlightenment that has to do with food, farming, things around the home, moving forward in ways that you feel safe and secure. We still have the aspect of the architect to Uranus that is helping us to wake up in very practical ways and get down to, business. And, and then Mercury's now on the other side of Venus. So Mercury's going to continue on and connect up, as the days go by with Chiron. So there's a lot of thinking about, we're going to be, over the next couple of weeks, thinking a lot about, I take that back, because Mercury's going to go retrograde on the 15th, 14th, depending on where you are. Pacific time, late at night, the 15th, real early in the morning if you're Eastern time zone. So these two planets are still going to be powwowing for a while. We're going to be talking and thinking and working in order to get all the information we need to be more independent. So, that's just the way it is. Neptune opposing the South Node, conjunct the North Node, is everything to do with being on your spiritual path and hanging out more and more with your higher self and your guides, your guardian angels. But for some people, they are going to just be connecting with a cult-like figure, and they're going to have some very hard practical confrontations, because the oppositions always bring through confrontations. And they're going to be like, you lied, eventually, more and more of them are going to figure out how much Trump has lied. They're probably going to do their best to blame the Democrats, but it's not going to work. But then again, some people, on the dark side of Pisces, some people like to just sit in the victimhood and be all over the place, never take any self-responsibility, and the only way they can do that is to blame something, and usually everything, outside of them. Because it's too scary for them to take the responsibility for creating their own lives best they can. Now, when you're a kid, you can't do that. Even when you're a very young adult, it's really hard. So, but adulting is necessary eventually, of course. The moon in the early morning, we also have the semi-square over here to Mars. So semi-squares bring in the need to make a decision. Sometimes a little bit of a friction going on. So with the moon early in Virgo, whenever you wake up, it might be, I've got so many things to do, so many details. I don't know which to do first. So you're going to have to make those choices. So go for the safety and the security. Go for the practical things that need to be taken care of right away. And then you'll make those adjustments that need to be handled. Now, with an inconjunct coming from the moon, because the moon rules the public, this could be phishing and scam kind of emails. So be careful. And, learn how to protect yourself. Go online and Google. I could sit here for 10 minutes and tell you exactly how to do it. But it's better if you research it yourself. Go online, how to avoid phishing scams, email scams, PayPal scams, whatever, you want to look at all of it. And you also want to make sure that you have ID insurance. So there's that. And the other thing, too, with everything that's going on politically, to make yourself safe and secure, what I would do is freeze your credit. You can unfreeze it quickly if you want to, apply for a credit card or something, but you're going to want to keep it frozen when you're not applying for anything. So yeah. Mars still squaring Chiron. We talked about that yesterday. Again, the need to be safely secure, the need for safety and security, but also the need to belong to yourself, and don't really worry about what other people think about you. Just go for what you want. Move forward under your own volition. Be a little more trailblazing. Be a little more assertive. And there will be those choice points, but because we have the square with Mars moving this direction and it's tightening up every day, this is going to become more and more important. Okay, so protect your autonomy and your unique independence. Mostly just protect your independence. Let's see. I think that's about it, actually. It's just, the Sun and Saturn, things are serious. We're worried about the future. We're sensitively figuring out that something doesn't feel right. And, it won't be long before Neptune moves into Aries at the end of the month, I think on the 30th, if I remember correctly. And, it is March 30th. So that's coming up, and it's going to be a completely different party at that point. And it could not be as, I don't know. I mean, I wonder, because it can be a lot of movement with people who are under illusion. So the people who are very gullible. Neptune and Pisces energy, we have to be careful about gullibility. So you have to be careful about who you trust and who you listen to. And if you're listening to someone and they're saying everything's going to be fine and just always, stay in the 100% positive, but you've got this other feeling going on inside that makes you, because when you hear something that's not really the truth, there should be an uneasy feeling in your body. So if you experience something like that, then you might not want to listen to that person. Because people that really care about you are going to want to help you protect yourself in these challenging times. So, okay, that's all I have. Thanks, you guys. Have a wonderful day.